Alright guys, so cleaning out the back right here, and I already got a lot of little stuff out. I'm gonna be taking out all the stuff from over there, and this place looks like an absolute disaster. I got out this drain plug right here, and that one's not budging, so I'm just gonna leave it. And I have my bucket with the large microfiber, and I like using the microfiber because it actually makes all this little stuff cling onto it, and then when you dunk it in the water it releases it, and then you could just repeat that process, and this stuff gets trapped in the water, and yeah, you just don't end up with, you know, spreading it around. It just ends up in the water and ends up settling. So that's the little technique that I've always used. I'm getting out some more like little trash right there, and gonna take out the rest of the stuff, and should be good. I picked up the camera randomly because I was like, I'm kind of doing too much without showing, so I decided to pick it up from here before I started so much, and I didn't, you know, really show you guys any of the progress. So yeah, so before I get that stuff out, I actually pushed out the clip right here. Let me take out this wood screw somebody put. There we go. A nice rusted hole, but that looks pretty dang clean. There's a dent going right here, and I believe this was from the same people that hit the fender. You can't really see it, but there was a line, I think, right there where they pushed this side in too, because from far away you could see a dent here, and that dent was not there. It happened like around the time that the fender got vandalized. So let me go get that screw before it ends up in my tire, and I'm gonna go get the other one, the other clip, and take out. Let's see if I could just do it right now. Yeah, like this side is way cleaner. Like this is pretty smooth. I mean, you know, flat. Let's see the other side. Let's compare it. And this one has a little dip. Yeah, so that's gonna be pretty easy to take out. You just got to get something like a little piece of wood and tap it out. All right, so that's the clip right there, a little green clip. There's two of those. I got one halfway out. Damn, this one's actually a little bit of a challenge. Let me see. Last one is somewhere over here. I didn't have one. I think that's the reason why it broke, the other side, and they just put the wood screw. So I'm gonna get this one out, and how I'm gonna do that is that there's directional right here. Snap it out like that, because it just snaps in and out one way. Is that gonna focus? But yeah, well, you guys know how these things work. So then you go like this, twist it, and your clip comes out. Put this back. Always put these things back, because you could mistake these things for trash or whatever, and it gets nicely thrown away. All right, so now this gets thrown into the pile of parts that are just gonna go away for a little while until it's ready to reinstall. But now you could see the damage, and there's also another one right here, little ding right there. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna worry about this. I just want to get this ready for the paint. So this is gonna be pretty cool to do the little blend job right here, you know, without having to put over spray and all this, and then I could actually you know, restore these two. So all right guys, let's get on to cleaning back here. Alright guys, so I got a few things under the seat that I got to take out. Kind of sad, I found a pair of my brother's socks underneath his seat, so yeah, well, it's a good thing, you know, he always did his laundry. So yeah, this looks pretty bad, but and then I could already, like, by, you know, taking all the stuff out of here, I could really smell it. I'm wondering if this car has like a massive leak or whatnot, but yeah. So I'm gonna fill the bucket up and get started on this. Should be good. And little trash like this, just want to make sure it's out. So I'm gonna get all this stuff out. Kind of cool that this car doesn't have the gas lines here, like the main gas line, like the CRX, but this one does have these lines right here. I guess that's for the fuel, or yeah, maybe like the return or something. But yeah, so yeah, just basically a large CRX. That's all this thing is. A longer CRX, but I consider these cars very, very similar for some reason. Like the dash layout and how everything's, you know, kind of like toward facing you. But yeah. Alright guys, so let me get started and fill this up, and then yeah, we'll see how this turns out. Alright guys, so I've been at this for about 2 minutes and I already have pretty good progress. I'm just basically leaning against the car and going to town. Once you go like this, trap the dust and dirt and grime, and it goes straight into the bucket. Where everything just lives in there. Because you definitely don't want to flood, you know, this place with water. Even though there's drain holes, you don't want to get anything in these connectors or whatnot. I mean, it wouldn't short anything out. The main thing is corrosion. You get corrosion in these lines, you're gonna have blown tail lights, and you step on the brake, and this side will be like your emergency light, and this one will be your reverse light. You get off, and this one will be your brake light. This will be your turn signal, and you don't want any of that. So just try not to introduce, you know, water to any of these. That's primarily because of you know, the corrosion. I've actually had a lot of issues with corrosion, and it wasn't really necessarily a bad short, but once the corrosion was taken care of, it was gone. But yeah, so just gonna repeat that process and work my way over there. Alright guys, so probably can't notice, but very, very clean. And I'm still gonna go make another pass just to get the residue, but so far all the big stuff is gone. All this sound deadening, it just looks horrible because they lay it down and they spray it over, and you know, years and years of grime, and this stuff starts to melt with years of I don't know what it is, like heat cycles, I'm guessing. It just turns like this gooey mess, so I'm just gonna end up leaving this and taking it out at a later date. Probably not over there, but I'll probably get this right here. And yeah, what kind of sucks is that I had an all-purpose cleaner and I didn't bring it, so this is the best I'm gonna get. And that's how the water looks right there. Pretty disgusting. And yeah, so I'm gonna pour that out and do the front section, and it's basically gonna be more black water over there. Throw that out and then do the whole thing, and the water's not gonna come out as dark as this, and it's gonna be pretty nice. So yeah, I'm gonna get started and I'm show you guys how it looks after. Alright guys, so more progress. Just got all this filth out right here. So I got all right here. I took out this plug right here. It goes right there. I think it releases it under on top of the fuel tank. So I had this basically flooded, and it was just draining out from there, going out to the outside, draining away. It's only dusty water, so you know, if you do this on your driveway or something, a quick hose, and you know, it's nothing that's gonna stain it or anything. But yeah, so I see some sound deadening right there. See that sound deadening right there? I'm not sure if that's factory or whatnot, but yeah, probably get a little bit in here, and yeah, just to, you know, make it a little bit better. Definitely right there. So yeah, so I have these little blinds, shades right here for the dog, so because they're always back here and getting uncomfortable because of the sun, you know. So I'm gonna get that side, and that's really gonna tie in everything right here. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty nice. Got a vacuum, and I'm gonna pull this out eventually, but I cannot manhandle these seats out of here. I don't have the patience for all this, like, fortunately the RSX was pretty easy, but yeah, this is gonna be more involved. And I'll probably take off the lap belt and not use that. Like, it's not like 3 people are back here anyways. Well, nobody's back here, but it's cool to have, you know, the back seats with belts and stuff just in case. So yeah, so let me get this side, and I'm gonna wrap this up. All right, so I just got that side in the back. Everything's looking a lot brighter. Mike is right there just chilling, and yeah, looking good. I'm on the 3rd bucket of water. I'm just cleaning inside of this rain channel, and I could tell that there's a lot of like sediment of old, you know, dust and stuff that comes right here, collects, and it doesn't drain out. So I'll just clean this up quick. See right there. Now, isn't that so satisfying? Just little things like that just make the car look so much better when, you know, when you pop the hatch and stuff. It's all in the detail when it comes to this. Even if the paint is completely thrashed, dents, dings, vandalism, whatever it may be, if you just knock off the dirt, make it a little bit brighter, things get a lot better. And even if it, you know, falls inside there some water, it's okay. So yeah, so, and this is all gonna help with the painting too, because you don't want to paint with all this dust and grime in here, because I'm gonna be painting in here. You don't want to blow any of that on your finish, on your clear, on your base, or primarily I would say that probably the clear, or actually the base. You don't want anything on this color, because if you get something on this color, you know, on the base, and then you spray over it, you're probably gonna end up seeing it so light. Probably with the dark color, you won't see it. You'll just be able to, you know, cut and buff it, and it just blends in with the black paint. Right here wasn't that bad. So yeah, so there we go right there. Alright guys, so that's gonna be the little video for today. I'm just gonna go once more around with this fresh water and just get the residue out. And yeah, next up is going to be taking some dents out. I mean, it's a pretty light car, you wouldn't really be able to tell the difference, but I'll just see what I come up with as far as showing the process and stuff. I gotta get some wood, hammer, put the wood in back, and just tap it out, and then just make sure that it's not a high spot. Just make sure it's nice and flush, because if you have a high spot, it's going to be where you have to tap it back in, and you don't want to go through that headache. Alright guys, I'm going to cut it off right there. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys on the next one.